doesn't come off the couch, and it's guaranteed not to come off on whatever you're wearing. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Now, let's go back to that scene with David Selby.
Yeah, isn't he nice?
Yes, but he's not so nice in the show.
No, but you know, years ago, when I first started this show, about 3 years ago, we've done it for, this is our 6th year, I said to the producers, I believe that the audience, that the women who watch the show would like to see Richard Channing fall in love with Maggie Gioberti. Mm-hmm. Anybody agree? Does anybody watch the show here?
You like that idea?
Now, are you just clapping because you're nice, or do you mean that? Or do you think she should stay with her husband?
Ooh. Boy, what a vote of confidence.
Well, because I felt that women would like to believe that the evil man would be redeemed by the good woman.
Well, isn't that what they've always rooted for in William Holden and some of the other wonderful
actors? I thought I'd come up with
characters?
something, Gary.
No,
I didn't come up with anything.
I like that. But you've never had a child. Where do you go for that kind of
well, we
creativity?
had a coach. We had a coach there, and so on and so forth. But it's really interesting. When I was doing Another World way back 12 years ago, particularly in the daytime shows, what would happen is that the writers would intuitively sense things that the actors not only wanted to play, but on some almost, I'm getting a little out there on a limb, on some psychic level needed to play, if that makes any sense. And I think that one of the reasons that this is happening for me is because I've never had a child, and it is allowing me to sort of explore those feelings within myself.
You and Chase are Splitsville on the show. You know, going back, you laughed a lot in the vineyard, and you laughed a lot here last time. Every time I try to get you to say something about Chase or Bob, and you start into this hysterical laughter.
But then this is my new persona.
Yeah, no, I know you're
no longer
she's going to clam up
hysterically.
on me. Now in the paper I see, turmoil behind the set. They talk about you and Bob Foxworth and so forth.
Gary Collins, you read those kind of papers?
Well, I don't go out and buy them. They just show up
It's amazing
on my
that they can even
desk.
stay in business. I don't know anybody who buys them.
Well, I think it's pretty difficult to think people are going to work together for 6, 7 years and not have moments.
Actually, we happen to get along very well.
Your concern and your concept of saving Selby, so to speak, I mean, that comes from many women have that.
Oh, please.
That need to save.
I don't think it's such a healthy thing.
Evil men.
Did you ever have that lady on the show who wrote that book, Women Who Love Too Much?
Yes.
So, you know, that's really, I think, the part of that mentality is that if you, as this wonderful woman, can just get this man, you'll put him on the straight and narrow, which I really don't believe happens. But maybe it does, maybe it does.
Let's forget about men for a minute and talk about women. What about women in your life? Chums, friends, people you go out and have lunch with,
I have a lot of women. I have a lot of women friends in my life.
Are you open with them?
Oh, very. Very, very. That's one of the greatest things that's happened with the women's movement is that women have become really supportive and loving and nurturing of other women. Before, I remember growing up when I was in high school and maybe early in college, that women were so competitive with each other all the time, you know, particularly around the area of men. And I don't find that anymore. But what do I know?
Anyway, we've got some business to take care of today. We had that wonderful reunion with the brothers, and I think there's one sister involved. We have parents looking toward intervention in their children's lives, and whether or not they have the right, and should they take the right, and put the children, even if they're not willing to themselves, put their children into drug rehabilitation programs, and it seems that it works. It's tough sledding, but when they come out the other end, the kids are very thankful that happened. And we've got Diana Canova from Throb. That and a lot more in today's edition of our magazine, Cruising Around the Old Bay.